Well, I'm gonna wash dishes. A few dishes. Probably can't see them. Tell you what? Let's show them. Okay. Said I just put it down. Stop it there. Oh, here we go. One right here. Hold on, let me go and check this out. That's it. Tried to go out yesterday, but it rained yesterday evening. The rain pretty much caught me yesterday evening. I got the videos, they on my other channel, you know. But I pretty much, I had to come home and like wash my shoes and stuff like that, you know. So that ended up happening. The water had flooded in the streets of town. Like if the water was literally to my ankles, probably just been a little bit over my ankles. The streets was flooded with water and cars was passing by, and it's like the cars was floating in water almost, like, you know what I'm saying, like and they was flashing water, you know, and all of that. I filmed it a lot of pretty good much of it, you know. So you probably can go on my other channel and watch it. I might try to put the link to that video, of my other channel in the description box or something. I might try to do that. I just have to sign out of this account. I actually can go and sign off into it and then come back and edit the link to that particular video into the you know, down in the description box down below of this video, you know. So let me go on with this. Yeah, man. There's some things that I want to talk about, but I don't even know how to bring them out like I really want to. I don't want to do a bad job on just bringing it out, but you know, I've been really like to myself for the most part. of half of my life, over half of my life. I mean, not over half, but the majority of my life, yeah, I've been to myself. Uh, Most of the people that I've been in, family that I've been around, just the most is my mother. I've been around her more. Of course, I was raised in a single parent household, so yes, that are naturally, yeah. Being raised in a single parent household, yeah. And I didn't have my father actually growing up. Me or my brothers. So it's not that I'm trying to just throw business out there and stuff, because I'm pretty sure it's nothing new. It's not really nothing secret, because the average so-called African American person born here in America had absent fathers in the home. So I'm not saying nothing that somebody would be surprised about. I'm just putting it out there, just me as an individual putting it out there. But it's not an individual thing. It's about the majority of we as a whole, the so-called African American people was born over here, and raised over here. So, pretty much the average African American home, it's a single parent household. Whether you're young or old, it doesn't matter. So I'm not saying anything like, oh, I can't believe he putting this business out there. No, it's just something new. If you turn on your TV, if you actually go on YouTube and look up videos, you'll see lots of people of color like me talking about the same thing, or worse. The average African American black male and female child is without a father in the home. And it's just been a major issue here in America. And what I'm saying, it's not negative. It's nothing negative that I'm trying to spew out into the public. It's just something that it's just been an issue over here. You know what I'm saying? It's been a major issue for decades. You can look up, scientists will even tell you that. Social studies will tell you that. If I'm saying all the right things, you know what I'm saying. But I've been single most of my whole life. I have tried to look for a fiance or girlfriend, as you want to call it, when I was in my between my early and mid and late 30s, 39. I tried looking for a girl, but when I was in Georgia, I just got rejected by them. Now, some people ask me, well, why do you think that is? It could be several things going on. It could have been, and you know what? It ain't got nothing to do with money. It ain't got nothing to do with that. It's all about, for the most part, it's all about swag. It's just, some of it is selfishness, I would say. I'm not passing judgment on why I was rejected or nothing like that. I can't say that every woman rejected me because of this and that and third, but what I can say is that they had their own stuff going on with them. You know what I mean? Maybe some saw me and probably didn't see me attractive. Maybe some did. You know what I mean? It's all about your swag, and it's a lot of stuff going on there. I don't even know. I couldn't even tell you. You see what I'm saying? I couldn't even tell you, but I do know one thing. I would say they had a lot going on with them. They came from some kind of terrible place. You know what I mean? I do know it has something to do with the no, I ain't gonna say with the poverty, but I'm gonna say, as far as, it's kind of hard to say, because women they are very, very weird thinking creatures. You know what I mean? They it's a lot be going on through their minds and stuff like that. They dealing with, like, they came from a single parent household too. So I'm thinking because they didn't have no father in their life, and I felt and I thought I was ready for a relationship. Maybe I wasn't. You see what I'm saying? Because by them coming from a single parent household, poverty, it came from a poverty background, just like I did, and things of that nature. And then a guy treat them good, and they never knew what it was to have is to be taught how to love a man because they didn't have their fathers around to show them how to love another man. This is how you're supposed to love another man. The way I'm taking care of you as my daughter, this is the type of man that you look for. You see what I'm saying? And I'm thinking that probably has something to do with it too. The women not really getting that fatherly, that man, the first man that learns how to love her is her father. You see what I'm saying? The first man that learns how to love a woman, love the black woman, the woman of color, is her father. And once she grow up and it's still in her, it will make it easier for the type of man that she would know what type of man to look for. She'll be familiar with it because she will be able to say, he's a nice person. And I remember the things that my father told me. It doesn't matter what he have or what he don't have, because you got people who has riches, wealth, and all those different things, and they still is assholes. You can have a lot of money. A lot of money ain't nothing when you ain't getting the love that you need. It just goes to show you all the money in the world ain't gonna do you no good in the world if you got an unhealthy fucking relationship. If you got an unhealthy damn relationship, then your money ain't no good. So it's really not really about the finances and the money, because you have a lot of women, they got all of the wealth, we have many examples on YouTube that a lot of times you can be the richest person in the world. A lot of time your money ain't gonna do you no good if you ain't getting the love and the attention and the affection that you need in the household. You can come from a poverty family household, but if your father and he was a man of poverty and the woman was a man of poverty, both parents was poor coming up, but if they taught them the morals of and what to look for and what type of man to value and to take under your wings, is first she learned that through her father. Like, okay, my father told me this, and I remember everything when my father was telling me at 5 years old, 6 years old, he would teach me he showed me what type of man to look for, because my father loved me. You know, have you ever heard a woman say, my father never hit on me, and I'm not going to take a second man hitting on me, and my father didn't do it? Hell no. Things like that. Okay, this is a nice person. He's a sweet, genuine person. I see he got his shit together. I see he doing this and that and the third. I see he genuinely loved me from what I see. Hell, I'm going to go with that. I'm going to work with that. She ain't going to look for the thug, because she was taught by her first love, the first male, you know, that she came, that raised her, was her father. You might have heard girls say, look, I don't need you to tell me what love is. I don't need you. No, I don't need you. It's to tell me what's up, shorty. Baby, I love you and all that. My father taught me what love was. So that what you own some other type of stuff. So you can keep it moving. But because my father taught me what real love was. And he taught me that real love is not somebody looking at you and looking at you, undressing you with their eyes. That's not the definition of real love. That's love. That's lust. You see what I'm saying? So if a girl, and I think a lot of times that had a lot to do with it too, and that's probably the real reason why. Some of the reasons why that I got rejected most of the time. Because see, I think I was more straight, and I don't know what it was. I feel like as far as wanting somebody to love, I always wanted somebody to love me for who I was, but I never could find that. You know, and you know what I'm saying. They would throw me off by saying, well, you know, I'm trying to focus on school, and I don't have time for a relationship. I'm not looking for anybody and all that kind of stuff. They would tell me stuff like that. I'm not really looking for no one right now, and this and that and third. So I took it as a rejection. You know what I mean? So I got to the place when I turned 39, going in early 40s or whatever, and so on and so forth. I just said, fuck it. I ain't worried about seeking no more, you know? So that's what, and that had a lot to do with me closing off from a lot of people because I was so used to being rejected by a lot of people, you know, women in particular, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna lie, I did, you know what I'm saying? And I think it caused a lot of my social anxiety, you know, as well. You know, I kind of like shut myself off, you know, from the world. I guess I said, if I used it right, y'all let me know in the comment section. I feel like I shut myself off from everybody when I did that, you know. But I was strong. I didn't go out and talk about hurting myself and all that kind of stuff. I just want to get that clear because, you know, I love my life. I don't care what I'm going through. A Negro man, I ain't gonna kill himself. I'm gonna tell you that. A man that's born here in America, so-called African American or whatever you want to call it, he ain't gonna kill himself. So I ain't stupid. I love life. You know, I love life. I just want to put that out there too. But I think that has a lot to do with me being single. And I think another thing that causes women a rejection of a lot of men being rejected by women and stuff like that. Some of, you know what I mean? Women's standards are very high. And another thing, I think a lot of our women of color, they have a lot of pride with them too. And when their standards are high and then they're being raised without a father, now, although it's nothing wrong with having their standards high, I think a lot of that has to do, they misses out on a lot. You see what I'm saying? Because they'll look at a man and say, no, they'll say, you ain't my type. You know what I mean? Or they may be, if you got a nice car or something, they energy change. If you got a Lamborghini, 2020 car, 21 car, you know, if they see you in a real expensive car, they'll try to give you a plate in. You know, most of them will. You know what I'm saying? Because they've been conditioned and brainwashed in that mentality, in that way of thinking. You see what I'm saying? So I believe some of those things that I just said, I didn't touch on professional, that I know of, that has a lot to do with that too. You know what I'm saying? Just like a man, the first person to teach a man how to be a man and how to love a woman as well, the father. It teaches the son, the male, what type of woman to look for, how to treat a woman. And when a good woman do get with a man that's actually got good morals, and if she was raised and didn't have a father, if she was raised by her single parents, her mother, and she didn't have a father to show her what type of man to look for, then she actually naturally she gonna mistreat men. You see what I'm saying? She's not gonna be used to the good way of life because she was so used to she came up and all she saw was how men were supposed to be good, but all she saw was the dog in the man. And she programmed herself to believe that that's what she's supposed to be looking for. And when she come in contact with a man that was raised by a good father, and he's a good man, she ended up not appreciating that man. She ended up, I don't want him. I don't give a fuck if he in college. He got a college education. They ain't trying to hear that. They not trying to hear that. They don't give a damn about that. In my I'm 46 now, and I can say it from experience. You see what I'm saying? It has a lot to do with if the woman was mistreated by men all her life, she saw her father beat her mother, then she gonna feel like that's what she needs. Because she never saw what a man was supposed to be like, but a man that beat the shit out of a woman, because what's going through her head, I'm not saying it affect all women that way, because you got a lot of women who see a man beat their mama and misusing and stuff, and sometimes rare, it's very rare, not average, it's not on an average large scale, you know what I'm saying, but it's just rare that sometimes the woman will say, oh, you know what, I don't want to get a man like that. When I'm gonna get me a good guy and he's gonna be a good man, and I'm gonna appreciate that good man. Now that's rare, that would be a miracle. But more than likely, if a woman is raised up and she see a man beat the shit out of her mother, a black woman, then that's the type of man she's gonna look for, is because she gonna believe in her mind that that's normal. You see what I'm saying? And I've heard a lot of people mention this on YouTube. Shout out to all of my black YouTubers that put that information out there, because it helped me and I learned. And you know what I mean? It helped me to learn my place, because I came from a single mother and a single father household, because me growing up not having that masculinity around, the man said, hey, you gotta get that, you gotta get out that feminism and stuff like, I mean, you gotta get out that emotional state that you're in. You can't be getting angry at everybody and getting mad, and you know what I'm saying? You can't just take things too personal, you know what I mean? So I grew up taking things emotional, and I didn't take rejection very well when I was in my early 30s, in my mid 30s and late 30s. I didn't take it very well. I would get offensive and I would get mad and all this type of stuff. I would be tearing it up and all that kind of stuff. Just I turn it up. I turn it up high, and I would get mad with turning me down. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of it put an anger spirit in me against them to a degree. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's like now I done came a long ways now compared to when I was a little young, when I was in my 30s. You know, of course, I was, you know, cussing females out because they didn't want to talk to me, or I stick my middle finger at them and all that kind of stuff. But a lot of this stuff, I believe I grew out of it. You know what I mean? I don't do it no more, and I'm to the age now to where it just didn't bother me. It bothers me, but it don't bother me as bad. You see what I'm saying? So I think a lot of that has to do with the reason why a lot of our women do this, and they continue. They go out, they dare to treat their mama fucked up, and then they grow up, and they get a man fucked up, because this is this is normal to her. It's normal to go out there and get another get a man that steal your car, steal all your bank account information, and you still turn around, you don't want to press no charges on him. Or either if you press charges on him, he go to jail, then you go up there and feel sorry for him and get the man out. Because these are the characteristics. These things was taught that the woman was taught that those things were normal. And that's why they go for the man like that. And you be like, why does the good guys finish life? Why does the good man get messed over all the time? Because the woman ain't used to having a good man in the house. You see what I'm saying? And they're not used to all of them. Like, that's why you hear women say, I don't like surprises and all that. They show negative energy, that they don't appreciate those gifts. And it's hurtful to the man a lot of times. You see what I'm saying? Because they got somebody good in their life, and then you got the woman saying that men ain't shit, these niggas ain't shit, these niggas ain't loyal, and all that kind of stuff. You know, you hear a lot of that shit out there. You know what I'm saying? They ain't no good men. All men are dogs, all men are cheaters and stuff like that. And then when you get into a good relationship with a man that really wants to take care of you, then you turn around there and you treat you dog him out. And he's there, he been that good, he been good to the kids for over 7, 8, 9, 10 years, and then all of a sudden, then you look for a way, or you look for a reason to leave the man. He never cheated on you and all that kind of stuff. Just bringing up stuff that don't even make sense. All that kind of stuff, man. And I think a lot of that have a lot to do with a lot of our women being mean and having attitudes and stuff. You see what I'm saying? And what they do is, by them not, us as a black people, not taking the time to correct those things, then we turn around and we get with other women, or our men get with other women get with other men, and the men, you know what I mean, it's dogs, and it's just like they constantly repeating the cycle, because that looks normal to them, is to be in a relationship where a dude not gonna take care of the kids. He gonna go out there and he gonna have another baby by another woman. Then he gonna go out there and have a baby by this woman, and then he gonna have a baby by this woman, and before you know it, he got kids all in North, South Carolina, over in Germany, this and that and third. He found out he got a baby. He thought it wasn't his, but he found out the woman took a DNA test, took him to court and found out that it was his, and all that kind of stuff. I grew up around this type of stuff, so that's why I can relate to this. You know what I mean? I can relate to that. It's a lot, and the list goes on, people. And I'm thinking that's the real reason why, um, that I've been rejected. That's part. I would say that's all. That's some of the reason why I have been rejected. You know what I mean? It's not like I didn't put myself out there at all. It's not like I didn't. I haven't put myself out there lately since I've been in my early 40s and mid 40s, and I'm 46 now. I haven't put myself out there lately yet. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Because at the end, you know what I mean? And that's the way it was. You know what I mean? And that's part of my reason why I'm still, in my opinion, the reason why I'm still single. You know what I mean? And it just put me in a state of, I always have been kind of shy. You see what I'm saying? I grew up shy. And it just made it worse when I got rejected. You know what I'm saying? So I do it. I still speak to women. I still talk to different people, like at times, every once in a while I talk to a woman or whatever. But as far as me jumping on and getting on a topic saying, oh, you got a boyfriend, you married, all these this and that and third, no, I don't do that. I don't jump on that. Now, if you would have met me probably when I was in my early 30s, mid 30s, and late 30s, yeah, you'd have got that kind of conversation out of me. But now that women done showed, I'm not trying to say doubt myself, and it's not that I'm not confident now. I am confident. You see what I'm saying? But I said I don't want to put myself in a position to get that's painful. To get rejected by somebody and you really like them or you really into them like that. You know what I mean? So I'm honestly just telling the people, my people, how I feel. And the reason why I'm still, you know what I'm saying? Because you got a lot of people that's single and they seem to be more at peace. Now, do I want to be single for the rest of my life? Am I saying that? No, I'm not saying that. I don't want to be single. I'm just saying certain women, you know what I mean? You better off to be single and have peace than to be in a relationship and be in a bunch of chaos. Because most black women, our women of color, they is not going to accept you for who you are. If they do, you'll find a few out there that would. And if you do, then, hey, that's a miracle. You know what I mean? That's a miracle. But as a whole, hell no. We all got some women and some people in our family like that, And then what women do, they are automatically trained to turn around and get with the man that's no good, and then turn around and know the man ain't no good. I don't want him, mama, even though he ain't calling the other man. But when this man fuck him over, then they turn around and be like, niggas ain't shit. No, you ain't shit, because you knew the man was rotten and wasn't shit, but you still choose to date him. So, and then you want to put that on the man that you mistreated. You know what I mean? No, you can't put that on the man. You got to blame yourself for you made a poor choice to get with this man. Knowing what this man and what his potential was. You knew he had four baby mamas across downtown in 125th Street. You knew this. But you still choose to get with this man, and you already knew this man wasn't even taking care of his previous kids from his previous relationship. But you still choose to jump into a relationship with this man who had 30 kids by all these other women. And knowing that this man was single and didn't have no kids going for himself, but you let these other men take and mess your life up by getting babies by them, and you already knew the men wasn't taking care of their kids. You see what I'm saying? You already knew they wasn't taking care of their kids. But no, you went by the swag and stuff. But this man, you ain't never had no kids, but you let them get you pregnant while they was already previously pregnant from a previous relationship that they been in with other women. And you still say, I'm going to get with this man with all these kids by these other different women. But this man here, I ain't got no kids. I can sort of like with him. He ain't got no kids and ain't got no kids. But you didn't want that man. You want the man with all of the jewelry on him and all that kind of stuff. The swag and stuff. You choose the man to get with that man. And then after you have a baby by this man, all of a sudden niggas ain't no good. No, you ain't no good. You know why? Because you made the bad choices to get. You can't blame that on every man. you had a man who was willing to take care of you. He had no kids. He brought everything to the table that a woman can ever imagine. So you can't put that on that person. So I think this is the reason why a lot of time, this is what really make a lot of black men go outside their race and date too. You know what I mean? They go outside their race. Some of the reason why. I'm not trying to be one-sided with it. You have women doing that too. So you have men doing that to women too. You know, so men, black men, you have a lot of us, a lot of our men of color do that to them too. So I'm not just trying to be one-sided with it, but I'm just saying you cannot go out there and turn around and say the man is low down and dirty. That's just like, let's just say, if you know that this man is dirty, and he tell you before y'all get, she asks you, do you have any kids? Yeah, I got 5. How many baby mamas you got? I got 5 baby mamas. Well, that's all right. It don't matter. It don't matter. We still can work something out. Now, at that moment, have you ever beaten, hit a woman? Yes, I have. I did. Do you take care of your kids from your previous relationship? And he say, well, no, I haven't seen this one and this and that and the third. I haven't taken care of them because she got me going to the court for child support, this and that and the third. And you say, that's all right. And you still jump in the bed or relationship with it. You see what I'm saying? He let you know off the bat the type of characteristics. You ask him, does he cheat? Yeah, I cheat. I cheated sometimes. You know this man cheating, but you still get in a relationship with this man. You can't blame the man that really wanted to take care of you with no kids and he was in college and had a good education. You can't blame him. You blame yourself for the choice you made. You choose to get with the man. You knew the thing, what makes it so bad, you knew that the man had a history for not taking care of his other kids, but that he got by his 5 baby mama. Yeah, so you can't do that. You can't just sit there. Women, you got to learn, y'all got to learn how to take responsibility for y'all choices. The reason why I'm saying that, because there's a lot of good men. There's some good men out there that's willing to do, because there are plenty perfect examples out there on YouTube right now. My video just gonna be entitled, the reason why I've been single. The reason why I've been single. I just make the title simple. It's called The Reason Why I've Been Single. So I think I said a good much on here. So something just told me to just kind of talk about that, you know. I got 3 more dishes to wash. It might be an hour. It's a possibility that I might do it. It might be an hour that I'm doing the video. So those are some of the reasons why that I feel like it could have been a possibility that why I was rejected and what was going on with the other women in their life, you know. Now I will say that some of them probably didn't know what they wanted. I forgot that, you know what I mean. A lot of them probably didn't know what they wanted. They didn't wanna like say, okay, I'll be in a relationship and knowing I'm not gonna be faithful. They might have been uh dealing with a multiple of men, and they saw that I was the type of person. Well, this person here wants to be in a single relationship, and I'm not ready to be single or be single in a relationship, and I can't be free to do what I want. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking that had a lot to do with it too, because the reason why they probably think that way is because of where they come from, their background they come from. Being that it was taught and it was normal amongst them as where they came, the background they came from, and how they was raised. It was more than likely it was taught as a normal entity or normal. It looked at normal to them, and so they reacted and did what was normal to them. I'll say it like that. Yeah. So that's what I would say. And that's part, I would say that's, like I said, that's part of the real reason why I probably got rejected too, you know. Not probably, it is. I'm pretty sure I hit on some points that pretty much I was right, probably. Because people will tell you, it ain't got nothing to do with a job, none of that. It don't have nothing to do with a job. Because you got men out here, they ain't got no job, but they just got the swag and they got the part down there at the bottom. You know what I'm talking about? They got the parts. You know what I mean? And I think you look at it, you look at the woman and you're like, why is this woman with this dude? It's because of the what he got down there. You know what I mean? It's, you know, people know what to do, whatever. In that way, you know. So it has nothing to do with a job. You know what I mean? It's just they feeling what they want. Like, okay, I feel even though he's a dog and he get out here and he do all these wicked things, he living wicked and got babies here and yonder. Shit, this sound better to me than just this being in a tied to one man, you know. And I would rather not be tied to just one man, because this man over here, man, he know what to do, man. I be feeling good with this nigga. This nigga know how to do some shit, you know. And that they be on some other stuff when they be thinking about that, you know, because you know to settle down with one man, it's like it's lame. They look at it as lame. They look at it as a punk. The dude is a punk. You know what I'm saying? If the man get out there and he have multiple of women, if I was the type of person to get out there and have multiple of women, and I was swag and just had that manipulated voice where I can speak in a way where that it sound good and sweet to their ears and stuff like that. If I was a good charmer or something like that, it wouldn't be about the money. It'd just be about your swag and how you know how to talk women into doing certain things. You have that ghetto attitude swag, you know what I'm saying? It just depends. And that most of them, I have to say it, most women, most African American women feels that type of energy. You see what I'm saying? They do. Most of them feel that type of energy. They're telling, man, I'm feeling this dude. I'm feeling this nigga. That nigga know what to do, man. He know how to talk to you. He know everything. He do things that make me laugh. And although it's nothing wrong with making them laugh and stuff like that, but it's just most women, African American women, most of our women of color, women my color and darker, is like that. You see what I'm saying? And I think this is one reason why we have an African American tore home too. Most of the African American homes are tore because of that. You know, because I hate to say it like that, but most of the time our women be like, well, nah, I'm not this. He good and everything. He's sweet and everything, but I don't want to break his heart, you know, girl, because I'm not, you know, I don't want to be tied down. You know what I mean, girl? You know, stuff like that. Women talk like that to other women. I think I done heard him do that. Girl, I'm not trying to be tied down to no nigga. I get his his bag. I'm with the bag. They'll say something like that. I'm with the bag. I'm about that bag, girl. I ain't trying to be stuck down tied to no nigga. The only thing, if he can't give me the bag, then he can fuck that nigga. You know, stuff like that. I want the bag, girl. And the reason why I know it because I grew up, you know, me as being a so-called African, so-called black man in America, a so-called man of color in America, I can relate to that because I live over here in America and I've been living, born and raised into this type of stuff, you know. And I see how I even see it in my family, you know. You don't have, it's like, let me say it like this. You don't really have real families no more. Ain't no real families. Nowadays, we got mixed families. And a lot of times, these mixed families don't even last 3 months. Let's just be real. And then when I look at that, and by me being single, I'm like, damn, is it that fucked up out there? This is a shame. We can't even get 3 months. 3 weeks, the damn relationship is over. And y'all just got together 2 weeks ago? Damn. God damn, what the hell going on? Now she don't like him, can't stand the nigga. Already. And just got probably 3 months pregnant, she can't stand the nigga. Now she going on with another. I grew up around this here. It might be hilarious to some people. I'm like, damn, what the hell did the man do? And I'm sitting up there like to myself, like, wait a minute, something ain't right about this shit. You get with this man, you already know that this man already got 8 kids on a 30 and 25th Street. You already know, excuse me, you already know this man ain't taking care of his kid. You already know he ain't taking care of the 8 he got. So what make you think he gonna take care of your 1 and he ain't taking care of the 8 he got? But you still choose to get with that same person. If he ain't taking care of the 8 he got, what make you think he gonna take care of your 1 you got for him? And then you turn around and then you choose to still don't want to have another one by? What are you thinking, women? Black woman? I love my women of color. I do. But I just don't like the choices that black men and black women make. I don't like that. Now, I'm not putting it, again, I go hand in hand. I don't just put it all on the man, and I don't put it all on the woman. It's both parties' fault. But at the same time, it's our women out here is choosing to get with these men because most of them say, girl, you don't need a man. That's why I named this video The Reason Why I'm Single. Part of the reason why I'm single. You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong. Let me say this again. I understand that women have standards. You're supposed to have. There's nothing wrong with having standards. But sometimes I think they go overboard with that. I got standards too. But at the same time, I don't think I'm overboard with the standards. You know what I'm saying? But why would you get with a man? You already know he ain't taking care of the 8 cross town he already got. But you still choose to get with this man. Now you want to turn, after you got a baby for him, you 2 or 3 months pregnant, you can't stand the nigga. But we already done told you what you was dealing with. I didn't want him, but now he was a good man. Now all of a sudden, now you can't stand the nigga? Man, get up out of here. Now you can't stand. He don't take care of his responsibility. You knew that before you got with him. You already know he had 8 kids he wasn't taking care of. already knew this. But you want to look, then you want to say, first of all, you ain't got no right to speak on this him because you sitting in that house single or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They'll say stuff like that. You ain't even been with nobody. You old ass man. And, you know, they'll probably say some stuff like that, you know, which would be some stupid shit. That'd be stupid to say. It just goes to show you ain't willing to be mature in the head when you think like that. That's all it means, because your mind is still, you still on some other shit. When you find women talking like that, oh girl, that nigga sitting in the house talking lame, he still live with his mom and this and that and the third and all that kind of stuff. What the fuck is he talking about? You know, things like that, you know what I mean? That means if you're still thinking like that, speaking like that, that means you're on some other shit. That's what it means. But we gotta, the moral of this whole video is we gotta do better, people. Black women, black men, we gotta do better. Especially our women. Y'all gotta do better. You know. It's been a while. I don't think it's been a while. It's been quite a while since I made a video like this. It's been probably a couple of years. I think this is my first time making a video like this since I've been back here in my hometown in Louisiana. But I'm just letting y'all know, if you watch the title of this video and you see, I named it Washing Dishes, but I'm going to go and I'm going to put in an extra title in there, the reason why I'm single. When I'm done with the video, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put that in there, you know. I figured I was about 45 minutes into the video. It's probably going to be an hour, so. Yeah, when I'm washing dishes in these Clorox, I don't leave the towels in there because the bleach tears them up. In my opinion, I think this was a good topic that I talked about. I ain't talked about it in a while, so I guess it'll be, hopefully be, somebody can watch it and learn from it, you know. And I said I was gonna try to keep it a little cleaner in here, you know. Let me do this over here. Yeah. Be sure it's squeaky clean. It don't have that grease stain in there, you know. Ooh, water's hot. Washing dishes and in here, just talking about the topic, the reason why I'm single. I didn't really even think I was gonna talk about it, but I just maybe this is what I would, sometimes you can plan to talk about just like when I'm doing washing dishes, and then it end up sometimes it just take you in a different direction. You end up talking about something that like, wow, okay, maybe this is a topic that the Most High wanted me to talk about, But hopefully this video raised to the top, and hopefully a lot of people see it. I want lots of people, thousands, millions of people to see it if possible, and subscribe to the channel and look out for more blogs, and that people can see it and they can look at it and laugh, and that they'll take an interest in watching it, But if they don't, if I look on this video 5 years from now and ain't got no views, I ain't gonna be mad. I'll still be happy, But mainly, I had, it'll help me. I can go back and watch it and learn from it myself. And it might help me in the long run. You just never know. It might help some female out there. It may be going through something, It may help. You just never know. It may help some young man who is in a relationship. It may help some woman who is in an unhealthy relationship, and she might show it to her fiance, and it may make him better. You just never know. That's the purpose of this video. You know what I mean? The purpose of this video is not for drama, is to be on the scene. I'm gonna make sure I put all that in the description box below when y'all read. You know what I mean? I'm gonna make sure I put some stuff in there and just let people know this video is not for beef. It's only for educational purposes only, and only for us as so-called Black African American peoples to have unified families. That's the purpose of it, and to edify people, to do better, to walk better. Yeah. This pot, then after this, I got 2 more pots. Hopefully, in a couple of years, I can go back and look at this video from now and just laugh myself. Okay, now let me rinse these. I soaked some of these pots in Koroth last night, actually, and I went and emptied the stuff out, poured it out and stuff. Get the mop, get the water. Maybe they ought to start making zincs bigger.
some stuff that I'm gonna dump out here. Let's see if we can see it right there. Nope. Yeah, I think it might. Okay. Hold on, wait, let me make sure. Make sure it don't fall. I did it. All right. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me show how nice it look out here. Okay. Okay, I just wanted to bring the camera with me. This video is 58, 59. Say 2 more minutes here. It'll be a hell, it'll be an hour. Yeah, so let me wash this pot here. I got one more to wash, and the one I'm gonna wash, I'm gonna put the coffee water in. And the dishes that I'm not using, I'm gonna put them up. Some I stock them up. I'm doing some cleaning out, some stuff, you know. So I end up saying it while I had the energy to say it and while it was on my mind. Well, the video is an hour already. Okay. Last but not least, I'm washing this last dish at 1 hour and 1 minute and 9 seconds. Yep. See what time I'm gonna be completely through with it. Oh, it took me an hour because I was talking. That's what took me so long. It took me an hour to wash the dishes because I was stopping and talking in the midst of the video. Hopefully somebody can get edified by all of the things I said. Hopefully they consider it as something to edify, to make our community a better community. That's the whole purpose of this video, is to edit for edification for our women and our black women and black men. You know, us as a people of color. That's what it's for. And hopefully a lot of my cousins can see it too, and they would help us, you know. So I feel more better. I think I'm more of a camera person. You know, I'm more of a camera person than. And the reason why I think I'm more of that because I don't find, and even if I am talking to people, I still would love to record it and put it on camera because that's the thing. I love my people of color and I love doing that. And I said this 8 years ago when I first started YouTube. When I first started YouTube, I was saying this. And even to this very day in 2021 or whatever, I'm still saying the same thing. You know? I just finished the last dish at 1 hour and 4 minutes and 22 seconds. And now I'm putting my water on the fire to boil it. I didn't know this fork was up here. So I'm gonna wash that. Hold on.
I want to practice getting. I get up at 9 something every morning, like 9:30, 9:20, 9:09 or something like that. But I want to practice trying to get up at least try getting up about 8. You know, just a little earlier, or maybe as early as I can get up. I'm gonna wash this towel since I didn't put it in Clorox or whatever. I'm gonna leave it in there because if you leave them in there, it'll mess them up. I'm letting the water out of here in 1 hour and 8 minutes and 25 seconds. One hour, 25 minutes, 1 hour, 8 minutes, 25 seconds. Well, I think I stopped. I still name it that though, because I was still cleaning up at the same time. Yeah, it smells good now. We got the Clorox in there. Let's get the germs out. Sterilize. It's good to sterilize your stuff, man.
Yeah, it took me longer to wash dishes because I was all the talking I was doing. That's why it's an hour and over an hour and 13 minutes and 28 seconds. Okay. Reese's getting down now. Let me drink my little water. A little bit of water left. I left it in here last night in the living room. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Let's see. It looks a little bit better on the table. I've been cleaning it up in there. I've washed all of my towels, the zincs. Some zincs look bigger on camera. Cleaned the stove off. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. Let me go up in here.
Okay. Let me go up in here and get. Okay, go up here. The reason why I am single. The reason why I'm single. I'll be in there. Okay. Let me get my water. Uh, 1 hour and 20 minutes. Yeah. Okay, now let me. Okay. Yeah, man, I'm like, just. Yep. I'm really, I think I done said everything that I needed to say, unless I'm just doing stuff around the house, showing y'all my real life. That's all. Other than that, I think I said the majority of what I needed to say that I recorded in this video. Um, I mean, I guess it's no need for me. Let's see here. Maybe I can read or encouraging words from scripture or something like that, since I'm actually into what I'm into right now. I could do that. Yeah, I probably could do that. I just got this one. It's called the Apocrypha. Yeah, I just got that one. Maybe I can. What is it that I can read from here? Is anybody? Hold on, wait a minute. Let me see. Anybody is out here? Hold on.
Right here.
Yeah, so that's fine. Brother Turton, I don't know how to say thank y'all. I thank y'all so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Lord, well.
All right.
All right, Brother Turton. Thank y'all again.
I told, I was talking about that. I was trying to like keep everything, like down. I said I want to talk to you about some information, but I ain't want to. I try to, be respectful or something like. I ain't want to just like feel like I was trying to start no beef or nothing like that. So you know how it goes. Just straightening it out something, Yeah, so I did 26 minutes. I guess I'll stop it. I mean, 1 hour and 26 minutes and 8 seconds. It's gonna be more than that. Yeah, so I'll just go ahead and stop it right now.